Hey Tech Work, it's Natalie from Circuit Recruitment again, and welcome to another installment of Landing a Job 101. In this series, I'll be sharing one tip per video, taking you slowly through the whole process involved with landing yourself a new role. Now, in my previous episode, we had a bit of a fireside chat around how to know when it's the right time for you to move on from your current role or whether you should stick it out, and have some chats internally around how you can stay happy in your current role. So if you want to know a little bit more about that, you can head over to my YouTube series to view that and many other episodes in this series. But today's video is all about a practical tip that you can use when you're trying to improve on your resume. I was inspired by a coffee that I recently had with a candidate that was asking for my help on how to improve his CV. And he said that he's been given some advice to quantify his experience in his resume, but he was really struggling to actually put that into action. So I thought this was a great topic to cover because chances are if one person is struggling, then it means many other people are too. So firstly, I want to just try and explain, what does it even mean to be quantifying your resume? Well, let's go to an example for this because I think that's going to be the best way for me to explain it. It's the difference between saying something like, I built a mobile application using Kotlin. Now, if you were to quantify that statement, you could say something like, I built a mobile application using Kotlin, which attracted and hosted over 1 million users per day. The first sentence is really broad, unspecific. It also is something that I'm sure many people have done before. Building an app in Kotlin, I'm sure there's many amazing engineers that have used Kotlin to build an app before. But that statement really lacks power and persuasiveness as to why you're a good Kotlin developer, because it doesn't tell you anything about what you actually achieved when you built the application. Now, if a large organization that hosts millions of customers reads that first sentence, built an application using Kotlin, they wouldn't be too compelled to interview you. But if they read the second sentence, they know that you have experience with large customer bases and that you've built large-scale applications, so they're going to be much more likely to want to interview you. So let's break down how you can actually practically apply this to your own resume. Now, I'd highly recommend that you go through your resume bullet point by bullet point and ask yourself the following question. Can I make a comment on how this action has affected a quantifiable fact or figure when it comes to business impact? And if you want to shorten that sentence, just ask yourself, is there a number or unit of measurement I can add to this sentence? So for example, read through your dot points and ask yourself, did what I do here maybe improve performance or efficiency for the application? If so, by how many seconds or dollars or any other unit of measurement that you can apply to this? Ask yourself, how many of that API or pipelines did I build? And what was the result of building those APIs or those pipelines? Ask yourself, how much time did it take me to do that? Now, this will be especially relevant if you completed something in an impressively short amount of time. Maybe you did something that was probably 6 months worth of work in 3 months. How did you cut that amount of work that you had to do in half? Did what you built attract more users? How many more users did it attract? Did what you built save the business money? Did it reduce costs in some way? How much did it reduce the cost by? Did the app or website you built make the business money? How much money did it make the business? Can you see how we're bringing units of measurements and quantifiable facts into your resume there? Because anybody can write on their resume that they've done something, but not everybody can actually back up their claims with data. And this is what takes your resume from an average resume to really powerful, really impactful, and very persuasive. So go through each bullet point on your resume and ask yourself these questions, and at the end, you will have a much more powerful application. Landing a new job is never easy, but if you make sure that your resume holds more weight by providing lots of quantifiable examples of the impact that you've had on the business, you'll increase your chances of landing the right role and making it a lot easier for yourself. Now, do let me know if there's any more topics that you'd like me to cover off in the next video. You can view the rest of the videos in the series on my YouTube channel. That'll be linked in the video's description. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, bye.